So I'd like to begin by asking a few questions. Who knows if they have a wireless smart meter on their home? Okay. And who has their smartphone in their pocket right now?
But if anyone tells you that they know the details of what 5G is going to become, run the other way. If something can be connected, it will be connected. Hundreds of billions of microchips connected in products from pill bottles to plant waterers. We must reject the notion that the 5G future will be the sole provenance of urban areas. The 5G revolution will touch all corners of our country. A lot more antenna siting decisions by local governments and tightened our shot clock for siting application reviews. America's local governments will play an important role in determining how we fulfill this national priority. You can be sure of only one thing. The biggest Internet of Things application has yet to be imagined. Tens of billions of dollars in economic activity. And that's damn important. And our BDS proceeding is dealing with that issue.
Lydia.
Hey Tom, with the
Hi, Lydia.
study showing wireless causes cancer subthermally, how can you proceed with more wireless expansion with our 60 standards only recognizing thermal effects, ignoring thousands of studies showing cancerous effects, neurological effects, reproductive harm?
Lydia, do you have a question?
I do have a question, Mr.
Okay,
Chairman.
I'll answer your question, Lydia.
Lydia Bayud, Bloomberg BNA.
Is rolling out powerful 5G technology throughout the United States. However, some studies show a link between cell phone radiation and cancer.
year-old Sanjay Kasliwal is counting the days now. Incurable brain cancer due to radiation from mobile phone towers in his neighborhood has reduced life to little more. His brother has been termed luckier, sent to the US for brain surgery, but both of them know hope fades.
I have written to all possible government offices to find out what sort of control are they doing or what sort of an audit is being done, and it seems everything falls on deaf ears. Nobody is concerned.
Experts say the area the two men live in faces radiation from mobile phone towers equivalent to living in a microwave oven 19 minutes a day.
See, the levels were somewhere between minus 18 to minus 22 to 20 dBm also over here, and these radiation levels are very high for prolonged exposure, almost about 100 times higher than what is recommended for continuous safe exposure. And there are 2 cancer cases which have been reported in this house. There's even a dog has got cancer.
To broadcast the entire Earth, it takes 2 kilowatts, 2 hair dryers. Now a microwave oven uses 1,000 watts or 1 kilowatt. Here's the damage 1 kilowatt can be done by somebody when they take a magnetron out of a microwave and turn it into a ray gun. This is just a small example of a low-tech weapon running on 1,000 watts. Then you have these things here, these huge towers of death. Now each row in this tower, an array, or a set of dishes or rectennas or whatever you want to call them, is connected to a cable with a maximum power output of 300,000 watts or 300 kilowatts. That's 300 microwave ovens. We based that conservative estimate based on the gauge of the cabling that's running up to one of these arrays. They're estimated at 300,000 watts per cable. Those aren't fiber optic cables running up to those arrays. It's a thick copper gauge transmission line quality cable running up those towers. Now if there's 10 cables, that's like 3 megawatts of power. And these cables are out there to output power to the magnetron, not for data transfer. That's an important point. These cell phone towers are weaponized. There's no other reason to have this much power running up the cables. It isn't for data transfer. Now, FCC regulations limit normal transmission per array to about 400 watts. To put that into perspective, 1 watt from your phone can go 25 miles to the nearest tower. A 1,000 watt magnetron on a stick can blow shit up. And these towers have a 300 kilowatt power line running up to each rectenna. And who knows, there could be an amplifier at the top of these towers that steps up the power even more. The point is here, ladies and gentlemen, is that these companies like Lucent and Google could turn up the juice at any time and nuke a town. They could nuke the entire country without any warning.
Biggest, most important information we've ever covered. Now, we've covered parts of this before, but now from mainline scientific journals and public sources, as well as private sources, we have the complete admitted global master plan of the 5G networks, of the wireless systems mounted on aircraft, passenger aircraft, used to distribute a total web of control, the ground-based cell towers, the governmental announcements worldwide of making it ubiquitous, where it's everywhere, and hundreds of mainline studies that regular cell phone technology for 30 years has been known to cause hundreds of millions of cancers, conservatively in the Western world. And that 5G and its millimeter waves is even more deadly and actually destroys oxygen, carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And so it will burn the atmosphere, including, wait for it, ozone. We have mainline journals of science, everything. It burns the atmosphere. Cars put out carbon dioxide that plants need to live. So they list that as the toxin, and then they create something that destroys oxygen, carbon dioxide, and that also makes it where cells can't absorb water. And I'm going to show you mainstream article after mainstream article, even from 10 years ago. Cell phones break the DNA. They vibrate the water like a microwave. They are microwave radiation. It's not like a microwave. It is a microwave. And what's incredible is the government documents that are now out where they admit it's a depopulation plan. So it sterilizes you, it lowers your fertility, sterilizes many, causes cancer. But also, I'm going to show you declassified CIA documents that are in Popular Mechanics, just last week, admitting that they have carrier waves over the millimeter waves where they can make you sexually aroused, nauseous, depressed, angry, just like the first Kingsman. But it can see through not just one wall, but 3 walls, 3 non-brick walls, 1 brick wall. And so it was seeing through 3 rooms, and it was somebody in a shower, 3 rooms back, through a bedroom, and you could see everything, including the guy's genitals, in front of the game playing. Just like the millimeter scanners at the airports. That's what it is. Women, they're trying to pre-program you with all these attacks on us because we're breaking this down. You can check it out for yourself, but Google's hiding these results more and more. So we're going to put all of it on TV today, 30 minutes, Infowars.com/show, and TV and radio stations around the country. And again, these are all great technologies, except they kill us. They're called Trojan horses. It looks nice, looks like a gift from the gods, Promethean fire, but everything it does is dehumanize us, makes us lonely, makes us depressed. All the studies are out, breaks up our families, lowers the amount of language we use. It's killing us. It's killing us. Everything is dehumanizing us. This is a plan. Now, what are you going to do about it? Please spread the word about the broadcast coming up in 30 minutes. Please do the research for yourself. Your family and the future of humanity depends on it.
The cell tower going up in your neighborhood? If it's not now, it may soon. Wireless carriers are installing millions of them across the country to enable the new, faster 5G cell phone technology. But tonight, Julie Watts asked the question you're not supposed to ask. Are there legitimate health concerns?